everybody! Welcome to another episode of YouTube Tuesday. Just turn that down for you. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope the stream is okay with you all tonight. Please let me know if there are any problems. I will not get on with the show until I know the stream is running successfully. I have you all set up for your chats and for all that I've got to talk about. So first of all, let's have a look who's here we got here. New Junction, Geoff Redmond, Finis Central, Pfeiffer Junction, still can't pronounce that right. Pennyhill, Anthony, Fernhill, Pennyhill again, DJ Model Row, Jim Taylor. Wow, there's loads of you here today. Owens Model Race, thank you everybody. Oh, here's Valleybrook as well. Hey, how you doing, Valley? My moderator for this evening is Valleybrook. Again. Hello, Christian. Hey, welcome all the way from Norway. Nice one. Thank you for joining me. Right. So, as you will have all heard, or seen last week, we had the pilot episode for, well, it was initially called Tube It Tuesday, but after a bit of consideration and thoughts into it, I've renamed it to YouTube Tuesday. Many of you might already know why, and I'll just say abbreviation. That's all I've got to say. Anyway, but we'll get on with it. It is now YouTube Tuesday, and this is now an official series which I'm going to be running from here at Barnabas Junction. Again, it's not about the layout. This is all about you guys. This is all about getting your channels the share and appreciation that they all deserve. Yes, Valleybrook, thank you very much for just highlighting that. Okay. Yeah, bring back Trotters Independent Traders. That's what Dave Jones is announcing right now. Now, talking to Dave, thank you for just getting my brain ticking a bit there. Before we get on talking about your channels, I want to say a big thank you to everybody that's been involved behind the scenes. That's, I'll just see if I can get all the names right. Myself, Valleybrook, Pennyhill Junction, New Junction, Dave Jones of Cottesmore TMD. Have I got everybody? I think I've got everybody. Apologies if I missed anybody. But we're all been behind a brand new social media group all about you guys, you YouTubers, all in the model railway community. And if any of you who are watching right now and not yet aware, we have now a fantastic and massively growing YouTube community group on Facebook. Just search for Model Railway YouTube Community Group. There's loads of fantastic channels all in there discussing about their model railways, helping advice, and just basically being ourselves and showing everybody what we do superbly. We are all great YouTubers. Oh, here's Sparky all the way over from the other side of the pond. Hello, thank you for joining us. Right, so yeah, get onto YouTube. Get onto Facebook, search for Model Railway YouTube Community Group, and get joining. Get sharing your layouts, your YouTube channels in there, and we'll all happily have a great time together. Right, so that's that sorted. I've just remembered something else. I'll talk about that in a little bit later. But in the meantime, I'm going to get on with what this show's about. And it's all about you guys. So, as from the pilot episode, I have been absolutely inundated with people wanting to be discussed on this. I wasn't sure whether it was going to be a continuous series, but with all the success and the thanks of you guys out there of how good it all ran, I have decided to go on with it. So that's why I'm here right now with episode 1. So let's get on. Now this week I want to try and focus on many of the smaller channels which not yet getting the notice that they deserve. Now, there's a lot of small channels out there that are just starting their layouts. They don't really have anything, or they don't actually have anything properly set up yet to share to the community. But there's a lot out there that have got huge layouts already and are now just joining the YouTube community, and they deserve a bit of recognition for what they've developed and why they are there. So we're going to hopefully focus on those smaller channels this week. Maybe on other weeks as well, but this particular week will be small channels. Now, I did get inundated with loads of requests, so unfortunately I forgot to make a paper list of all them channels, but the brains are still a bit ticking well, and off the top of my head I can remember some of them. Now, just to stress that the YouTube community group is not just UK based. Although the majority of them is UK now, we do focus on the American and European railways and Australian and all across the globe. So during this I may actually come across some American channels which I'll focus on as well. I'm not too up on the American and European worldwide railways, just purely mainly on the UK railway. So if any of you'd like to help me out here with anything that I come across, if I do feature any of the American layouts. So I've had a lot of people, one particular person, really begging me to give them a mention. So I'll just find them. While I'm doing so, I'll also have a look at the chat. Where are you? There you are. Now, this person only has 58 subscribers. He's a young lad that's developing his layout. He does have a quite largest layout already. He might already be working out who he is. So I'm just going to go over the chat, see if he's here, because he's been so excited and waiting for this. So who we got in here? Valleybrook doing a grand job there. I'm just going to scroll back. Some people are asking for questions. I'll just see what they're saying. So I can really do with you here, Valleybrook, because this is a nightmare now for me, because of how good it's going. If you don't fancy giving 2 legs, get your apps round here, please. Right, so started on my new layout, Anthony. Very good. I know Anthony had a huge layout, and he's completely dismantled it and is starting again. Get the kettle on, he says. All right then. Right, get yourself round here then. Get that kettle on. I'll get the kettle on, and I'll see you in a minute. Please hurry up. I need some help. Right. Oh, that was quick. Oh, that was bloody quick. That was really quick.
That's a good brew.
Where'd he come from?
Hi.
Hey, Valleybrook's already here.
Nice brew.
Oh, is it nice brew?
Oh, yeah, it's brilliant. I'll get a pew.
You get a, that's it, pull up a pew.
Pull up a pew.
So there you go, he's here.
I'm
He's
here
here already. How quick was that? And I haven't even got started yet.
I just put that there.
Yes. Okay. How good was that? Like magic. That's magic.
As Tommy Cooper says, just like that.
Just like that. Right, so yeah, I'm joined by the one and only Valleybrook. Thank you. How's the brew?
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I needed one.
I even got out and made it without even leaving my seat. How did I do that one? Did you put the kettle on
I
yourself?
sprinted. I must have done, yeah.
Crikey.
Mind you, that's what the wife's for. I'm out of breath now.
Oh, right. So, you're going to help me out here? Because
yeah,
this chat needs watching, because there's a lot of people asking questions here. Oh, you got Dave's trains in,
phone.
Scraps in. You got your phone?
Yeah, I've got my phone, so I can keep on the chat here.
Wilbury Castle. Oh, right. Just a quick question thing there. Wilbury Castle, formerly Fred. He did say Fred, and now he's renamed himself as Wilbury Castle.
Wilbury Castle.
Brilliant, good idea. The castles are best. Well, kind of, yeah. I've got a manor class, which is close to the castle classes, but yeah.
Hello, Richard. Just to let you all know, if Jason hasn't told you, if you're not seeing some of the comments, you have to go into live chat. I don't know if you can see that. I think it's. But anyway, if you're on your mobile device or anything, it comes up top chat or live chat. If you click on live chat, you'll see all the comments coming through. Just a little.
Tell you what, yeah, take over. Go on.
Take over. Tell you what. So anyway, yeah. And obviously, if anyone wants some super chats,
You're quite welcome to. I can't offer anything back in response, but if you do, thank you very much. Thank
and
you
obviously,
very much
as myself as well, I do say thanks for all the members in this brilliant group. Last time I checked, we're on 230 members, and that's in how many days?
2 days.
2 days.
Top
Anyway,
notch.
carry on.
Can I get on with the show now?
Yes.
Right. Right, first one for tonight is Fred's Trains. Fred's Trains. Has anybody heard of Fred's Trains? Well, they may have done if they were listening to, or have watched, sorry, not listened, watched the live draw I did for the big 1,000 subscriber giveaway, because he was one of the winners of the prize. In fact, he was the winner of
my boogie box.
That's correct.
That's right.
And some of the videos he's got on his channel at the moment are displaying those prizes. So Fred's Trains, and it is just literally FRED-S Trains. That's all you got to search for. He's currently on 58 subscribers. Stuart will just put the title in the chat for me, won't you, Stuart?
Yes.
It's better having you here. You don't have to wait for me to do this. Fred's Trains. He's a young lad. He's not got any real information as such on his channels yet, as it's a new channel and it's slowly growing, but he's got some of his locos and he's been testing out and showing them on camera, including the prizes that he won from your boogie box.
Yes.
Which was a class 58 in mainline blue, if I
yes,
remember rightly.
he loved that. That's what he wanted mostly.
Yeah.
He didn't want the sweets or the dib dabs or the £5. He wanted the 58. Don't know why.
So there we go. He's currently on 58 subscribers. I'm going to keep refreshing. All we need to see is one subscribe go up. Oh, there you go, straight away. He's gone 60 already.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
I know he is a member of the community group, so if you don't catch him here on the chat or find his channel, then feel free to look in the YouTube community group on Facebook, and you'll find him there also. So that's pretty much all the information I can actually share with you, because he's, I say, it's a new channel. He's only just getting up and getting into the YouTube community. He just needs a bit of help and advice and plenty of comments on some of his videos to help him along. And I know he was really excited to be watching, waiting to watch this show today, and has been constantly saying, please, please, please give me a shout out. Well, there you go, Fred's Trains. Well done, my young lad. I hope that you're happy with what you get. Now, let's move on with somebody else, because I tell you what, my subscription of channels that I'm now following has probably tripled since last week. I've had a lot of new channels subscribing to. So I say I'm going to try and keep them below the 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully I'm going to try and keep them very low down, so give these really young channels the recognition they deserve. Right, okay, I have now chosen channel number 2 to talk about. Drum roll. And the next channel to talk about is Finis Central. Now, the channel is actually not called Finis Central. The channel is actually called by the person that owns the layout. The layout's called Finis Central. The channel itself is Brian. Purely Brian Finnerton, I assume. Brian, if you are listening, please correct me. Feel free to do so. Brian is currently building a big build, actually, of a layout in one of the bedrooms of his home. And I think he's built. I think it's on 3 layers. I know it's on 2 levels at least, but I think it might be a 3rd level. I'm not 100% certain. But I've been following Brian now for quite some time, and he's had some great ideas. I've taken a lot of inspiration from some of his ideas as well. He tries to use a lot of recycled products as well as purchase new products as well in his model railwaying. And he's been doing a lot on point motors. He's been doing a lot of fitting of decoders into locos. I know he's had a lot of problems with some of the decoders he's fitting, and we're not sure exactly whether it's the decoders liking his controller or whether it's faulty decoders or the locomotives themselves. Excuse me. But recently he did a layout update. He's just numbering them parts. It was part 9. That was just a few days ago, and he talks quite in depth on some of the new developments that he's got in his layout. So also, he's got a very, very high up section on part of his layout, and he was thinking of doing a lake scene on there, but I know he's since changed that. But he's done a really good road coming down off his high mountain section, and I'll just come onto his mountains in a moment. And he's done it with a level crossing. Now it's very good because he's taken. I don't know if he's just come up with the idea himself, but it's very similar to what I've done here on my layout at Barnabas Junction here. Using filler to create the level and then slice out and paint it all, and it looks really, really good. It's really effective in what he's done. So everybody needs to give Brian, that's Finis Central, a great subs. He's currently showing up me to 108 subscribers. I'm just going to do a refresh. Now Brian does have a lot to do, and it's gone up already, 109. Brian does have a lot to do with another model railway community over on Google Plus, along with some other modelers that I'm friends with. So there is, as well as the Facebook group, there is another model railway community over on Google Plus. I am not very familiar and very up on Google Plus. I do find it quite difficult to work with. But I'm sure if you get in touch with Brian or Stephen of Charlie Brook Southeast, he's also part of that same community group. They'll be able to assist you with how to get involved or get into that group. I think, is Brian here? We'll just go over to the chat to have a look. I'm not seeing him as of yet.
No, but keep an eye on the chat. It might look just like I'm not paying attention, but obviously I've got the chat going.
Yeah.
He's not here that I've seen of. People have seen him, been saying they subbed him. I like the fact in the chat as well, people subbing to each other.
Yeah, well that's all part of it as well. People can come into here and can find each other out, find their own channels between the chat. I think, if I'm right, if you click on the person within the chat group, if you click on their name or their picture, it will actually give you an option to view their channel whilst here watching this as well, actually. So yeah, if anybody is actually in here and sees a channel that they've not seen before, click on their name or their icon, their picture, and go and view their channel and subscribe to it. I fully recommend that you do so.
Just a quick note on here, a bit of appreciation for you for last week's pilot episode.
Oh, right.
Penny Hill Junction that you mentioned last week.
Yeah.
He said, since your pilot episode, he has received over 70 subscriptions.
Well, that's a big sign that this works.
This
works. The idea of this show works.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. It's all about
bring the community together.
Yeah, bringing the what is it I called it? Network YouTube, bringing connecting model railways together. That was it. Yeah. So that's fantastic. It's great news to hear all that. Absolutely superb. And I hope we can do that with many channels along the way. Because if it doesn't, then I'm wasting my time. Really.
Yeah. Like Marco Bricks UK just shouted out. Also, don't forget to sub back any channels that start following you, as it worked both ways.
That's quite right. Yeah.
Because you can't go subbing everyone and then
you can't.
I can't sub them back.
That's right. If a channel subs you, do the honours and sub them back. Thank you very much, Finis Central. Thank you very much indeed for the super chat, $4.99. Thank you very much. And do you know what? I'm going to give for that. I'm going to have to give you the next one in the line. Now, it was great, really. Thank you very much. My way back is I'm going to have to jump you in and give you some recognition for that. We're going to talk about your layout just next. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. It will all go towards helping to keep this series operating. Finis Samples is with his comment there. For your efforts to YouTube and Facebook communities for model railways, keep up the good work, Jason. Thank you very much indeed. Absolutely well appreciated. So on that case, let's find his channel.
I could just see going through the chat here, and everyone's going super. She'll get a little air horn every time the super chat goes in.
Right now, Finis Central. Yes, thank you. Finis Central. He has a channel. It is FORBURY and Central. He is in the chat. Just click on his name and visit his channel directly from there. He's building. He's originally, if I'm just trying to remember now from, because I've forgot my list. with all the information. You originally were a model railway exhibitor. You had a layout and he was exhibiting it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But he's now moving on to having a home layout, and Finis Central is what it's going to be called, and the channel is by that name. He currently only has one little video on there, and it's a channel teaser, uploaded just a few days ago. So get on there and sub him. He's only on 19 subs.
Ooh.
Let's see what we can do. Let's give it a refresh. Oh wow! There you go. That's
Wow.
why it works. Already gone up 5. 24 subs. Let's keep them subs going up. Come on. Let's see, because he's only a new channel, and there must. How many of you are watching right now? There's 49 in this watching right now.
Wow.
If 49, let's see if we can get him to 50 subs by the time I finish talking about it, or by the time we come to the end of it. I'm going to keep an eye on that. So it's very easy. He's on 24. We'll give it another refresh. Let's see if we can get him to 50 subs. He will really appreciate. Yeah, he's gone 29. He's gone another 5.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Going
there
up
you
and
go.
up and up.
Come on, sub him, sub him, sub him. That's what it's all about.
A big correction there. Forby said it's not related to the exhibition.
Oh right, it's not actually related, but am I right in saying he was an exhibition display of a layout? Is that correct? Right, yes, it's not related to the exhibition layout. Right, okay. Very good indeed. Thank you so much. Remember, you sub, someone subs you, please be courteous and sub them back. They deserve the recognition back that they're giving you. We're now at 55. Daniel, hello. Hello, Daniel. Welcome. Darren Eglen, thank you very much for joining the stream. Owens Model Railways, he's just said something about it. It's on 38. Is that correct? I'm just going to refresh. Wow. That's 14 subs in what? 30 seconds? Wow, that's incredible. Incredible indeed. Right, yeah, so he's got a channel teaser. I'm just going to see if he's got any information on the About section as of yet. Yes, right, okay, in his description we're going to talk out. Welcome to Finis Central. It's a fictional British outline 00 gauge model railway with no specific era, but concentrated on present day with a varied type of traction. I hope there's plenty of 37s in there. This layout is currently in its planning stages, but has its official home in a purpose-built garden shed. Now proud to be part of Network YouTube. Yes, Network YouTube. I'll come on to that very shortly. That's something else to talk about. Really good. Really pleased with that. Let's see how many we're going to get now. It was on 39. We're on 40. Oh, this is brilliant.
Come on,
I am
10 more subs. That's all we need. 10 more subs.
Yeah, 10 more subs. Right, so we're going to move on. How many are we talking at now? I think that's the third, fourth.
Third. Yeah, we had French Trains, Finnerton. This is the third.
Right. So, who can we talk about next? Well, I'm going to do this one. And we just have a look. I'll just double check.
Cheeky Tech, you are not my fellow DJ. Hello. Oh, and the Jedi's in the house as well.
Yes, I've seen the Jedi. That, if anyone wonders who the Jedi is, that is Stephen of Charlie Brooks South East. He is known as the Jedi in the shed.
Yes, because if you've not seen his live stream videos, he's normally in a shed with like a hoodie / onesie, and he just looks like a Jedi. With his tin roof.
Yeah, with his tin roof. Rusted. Right, I'm just trying to find the person that I want to talk about, and I can't seem to find him. Let's have a look.
Also, Daniel's commented saying, looking forward to getting his redraw draw prize. And he's confirmed it's on
yes,
his way.
I can confirm, just off subject, that the 3 remaining prizes from the giveaway have been now dispatched. Apologies for the delay in dispatching them. Weather and holiday-related issues. Right. No, I'm not going to choose those because they're quite high. Oh, I'm wondering who to choose.
It's amazing, these live sessions, how far we reach out. Because I've just got on here, Newcastle Central 00 gauge. Hello from sunny Seattle.
Do you know what? I don't know. That must be fate.
What?
Because that's who I've just chosen.
No.
That is who I've just chosen.
As he comes in the chat.
Hello, Newcastle Central. Welcome to joining the stream from all the way from sunny Seattle, over on the other side of the pond, the big pond between us and him. You are now been selected as the next channel I'm going to talk about. So, Newcastle Central. Everybody who's not subbed him, get on there and sub him right now. Yes, he's in sunny Seattle, but he's doing a fantastic model on UK-based Newcastle. Up Geordieland, like.
Up Jordan?
Yeah, up that, all the way up there on the east coast. Newcastle Central, it's double gauge layout. And I think it's, I'm sure he'll correct me if I'm wrong. Is it in like a summer house building? It's not a shed as of sort, but it's, yeah, YI Man is just put. I just saw that come up. YI Man! It's like brilliant. He's been struggling recently with his layout due to the extreme cold weathers. We think we've had it bad. He's had it 10 times worse. Sorry, but he is trying to defeat the cold in his shed/sun house, and he's been insulating it recently. And I watched his video on the installation, and by Jove, he's got a really big job on his hands. But he already said, and you can see in his latest video about it, that the job is working. The insulating is really working. So good on him for that. I say it's Newcastle Central, UK-based layout, but over in Seattle. I'm over now on his description, and I'm going to read out what it's all about. In the description, it says a double gauge model train layout of the East Coast Main Lines, the ECML, focused around Newcastle Central, Gateshead and the Tyne Yard. Set in the late 80s, early 90s, the layout covers British Rail locomotives and rolling stock just prior to privatisation, which we all wish never happened, I presume. Mainly passenger trains such as the HSC Class 33, the Intercity 125 as such, the Class 91s, which are the Intercity 225, of which both of those I do have here, and probably the best locos ever built, are the best ever built, and the 125 is actually built here in Crewe, along with good trains operating around the layout. Now, if I remember rightly, I think he's actually constructing the station. He's mainly focused on the station itself at the moment, and the station is almost perfect representation of the Newcastle Central station here in the UK. Going on with the description, this is going to be a slow and gentle build. I work full-time as himself. He's got 2 kids, and they keep him pretty busy. He also participates in local model train shows and is a member of the Great Northern and Cascade Railway, which I presume is like a railway model group over his way, and there's a link in his description to view that, which is a 1/8 gauge railway that gives rides to the public. Wow. So don't expect weekly videos, unfortunately, with huge amounts of progress on this layout, but he does his absolute best, and with his installation he's hoping to try and do a few more. And he's had to take everything back into the house, and he's been doing some services and stuff on his locos and that there. Building a double gauge layout of Newcastle Central has long been a dream for a while, so I don't want to rush things. Please subscribe, follow along as I make my progress. Well, there you go, it says it in full. Subscribe and follow his progress. That's what we're all about. Please, please, please give him those subs that he well deserves having. Let's see if we've got any numbers up. We certainly have. He's just hit the 400 subscriber mark. Round of applause. Well done, everybody. Thank you very much for that. And I hope you appreciate your big shout out there, Newcastle Central. He's in the chat right now. So yeah, thanks everybody. There you go. Sparky's having a lot to say there. Sparky, I'll speak to you again very soon. I've got something I want to discuss with you, actually. It's unrelated to this as such, but I'll get in touch with you. Thank you very much. And yes, I have received your details if you've not yet received my details also.
I was saying, looking back in the chat, Tony Doc / not Tony is watching, but he can't comment today as he's stuck in traffic on Dartford Bridge. So he is watching in the traffic.
Oh, dearie me.
So
Oh, thanks
What
for
a best
tuning
way
in.
to- yeah, YouTube
But
tutors
just
on
be
it.
very, very careful as please, you really, I appreciate you tuning in to watch, and I appreciate obviously you can't comment, but please be careful. You are not seen because you shouldn't be doing that. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. I know a lot of you were desperately waiting all week for this.
Yes.
This.
There's loads of hype.
Yeah.
Absolutely loads.
Right, so that's Newcastle Central. Who shall we move on to next? I've run out. I can't remember now. I mean, my list. I've got that many people to.
We should like have a roulette kind of thing where you just spin it and it goes. Ding, 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 ding,
Yeah, that's
that'd be
quite
good.
possible. Yeah. Yeah.
Jeff Redmond says me.
Jeff Redmond.
They're all coming in now.
Jeff.
Me.
Jeff.
Rocco.
To be honest, Jeff. I have actually been looking at yours. I was looking at it just before I was looking at Newcastle. So now you've mentioned it, yes. Come on, let's talk about Jeff. Geoff Redmond, guys. Geoff Redmond. That is the channel name. Now, I'm sure Jeff will have plenty to tell you all about his layout also in the chat. But I'm going to be talking about. I hope you've got your about section nicely filled up for me to read. Now, Jeff is building his layout in a bedroom. Now, it's quite unique, really, because he initially started building the layout in a certain design, and then he took a drastic change to his layout design. If you go on his channel, and you'll see exactly why, but I'm still going to tell you. He's got a built-in wardrobe in his house, but it's no longer a built-in wardrobe. It's a built-in model railway going through the wardrobe. He's cut holes in his walls, and his model railway goes through the holes into the wardrobe, so he could have that little bit extra size to his layout. Brilliant! It looks absolutely fantastic. And just going to that, to get to that, he's done a pull-out section, you know, like you did originally.
Oh yeah.
He's done it's a brilliant idea. Something you might be interested in, Stuart. I don't know if you've seen this. His divider pull-out, his pull-out section, he's done. But when he was testing it, he had a bit of an accident.
Well, Valleybrook's known for accidents, so
yeah,
I could probably
so this this is a good idea for you,
right?
To help
stop
your accidents.
Yes.
He's Cluncastle, I think it was. I'm sure Jeff will correct me.
Also, breaking news.
Oh.
Jeff says he's going to change it to Jumble Lane.
Oh right, that's right. I'm going to come to that actually in a moment, because his layout's about something in particular. Jeff, yes, he's just put. Excuse me, Jeff. His pull-out section. He's devised it now in such a way that at the moment the pull-out section is removed or lifts, cuts the layout.
Ah, so he's got like an
safety, it's an isolating safety switch. He did a little bit of a video on it. I think it was yesterday, and absolutely genius idea.
I think I might have to pop over that one for the drop down.
Yeah, so I recommend Valleybrook gets in touch with Jeff.
Yeah.
And finds out the equipment he's used and the way he's done it. I know he's using a Z21 controller system, but I think his idea that he's using can be incorporated in anybody's layout. Really, it's really simple. So yeah, I'm just going to look at Jeff's got on my screen at the moment. As I came on, he was 163 subscribers. I'm going to refresh it in a moment when I've finished talking, and we'll have a look at what he's on. So yeah, Jeff building his layout. It's based on a real location, which is quite close to him. And I'll see if it doesn't actually. Yes, I didn't actually mention it in his description, but it does actually. He's done a video of a full explanation of what his layout's all about. But it's based on a location where, in the steaming times, or whatever you want, kettle times, the time of the kettles, his layout, the location had two levels, two railway lines. I presume these railway lines would have been owned by separate railway companies, otherwise they'd have been connected together. I think they were connected together in real life after privatisation. But obviously there's two railway stations and they're right next door to each other.
Right.
But one's up higher up, and one's on ground level, and in between there's a bus station. So he's building his layout on that original design of how it was with the steam locos, with the sidings, and also a level crossing that's got 3 lines going over it, which I've never seen before. I didn't even know level crossings, apart from some foreign channels I've seen, where there's one in Japan, there was a level crossing with 9 railway lines going over it. That was chaos, I thought. I saw that. Would have been. But yeah, in the original times, there was a level crossing right by this station. Geoff, what was the station, the lower one? Is that the name of going to be the name of the channel? Yes, I was just going to come to that. He's just put in the chat. His upper level, he's lowered it. I'm just waiting for the chat to catch up. Is the station on the lower level going to be the name of your channel then, eventually? I'm just waiting for the chat to catch up. Mine's a little bit behind. Apologies for that. I'm not sure what yours is. How yours is doing?
Mine's just the same.
Right, okay. But anyway, yeah. So it's got the upper level, which was quite raised up. It came up. The upper level came up. Oh yeah. Lower station is Exchange. That's right. Sorry, that's what I couldn't remember. Exchange Central. And the signal box is Jumble Lane. That's right. I remember now from your previous video you were explaining that. Yeah, so the lower station with the 3 line level crossing is Exchange Station. So the upper station, that's what would that have been called? And am I right in that they were separate railway companies that ran them back in the day, before privatisation? But he's had a problem with the gradients, getting up to the upper level, struggling with much of his locos, wouldn't get up. So he says he's lowered. He said in his last video he was going to have to lower it, but I'm not sure he's lowered it completely. I'm not sure as of yet. I'm sure Geoff will let us know. But it's really good. I like how it's not I say less is more. That's it, Courthouse Station. Thank you, got you right. That's the upper level. Yes, the 3 tracks crossing was Stayfoot Barnsley. Thank you very much. See, it works.
It's rolling.
He's on the ball.
I was to say, with that incline, I know I've seen videos. I think it was at Lakeside where he's put magnets or something in the track.
That is
to help with the incline of the train.
DCC Concepts do Power Base. That's what it's called. It's called the Power Base system. Not sure if you know about that, Geoff. The Power Base system, that does vastly help. Yeah, Western Centurion did do that. He did it a lot.
Power Base.
You may be possible to incorporate that to help stuff get up inclines, if you still want to do that. If you want to know much more about Power Base, then I recommend go over to the Western Centurion. He did an absolutely massive session, multiple videos all about it. Really, really good. Oh yeah, Fred Strange just turned up. You only just turned up. You've missed your shout out. You were the first one. So yeah, Geoff, how's things moving along? As it comes round, because it's like you've got 2 lines on your upper level, you've got 2 lines on your lower level, and they come round and they meet, they join together before they go over your pull-out section. I like how you incorporated that. Oops, Stuart's got a bit of a cough. Yeah. Your fiddle area that you're going to be doing over in the corner, that's also really good. DJ's just helping out. All you need is for the metal strip used in packaging. Yes, that's something. Actually, the metal strip in the packaging, DJ, that was actually mentioned by chap over at Western Centurion. I forgot his Mark. That's his name. Mark did mention that. He did actually test it, and he said it worked really well. Now, if anyone doesn't understand what I'm on about, industrial packaging and stuff like that has the metal strips around it to seal the packaging to crates and stuff. That metal strip is absolutely superb for the model railway world. If you just get a nice length of that, go to some local warehouses or something like that in the area, I'm sure you'll be able to get some free of charge. You can buy it, but warehouses will know it's just there spare. So yeah, that'll be a really good thing to look at, Geoff, for your inclines. Right. So, how many is that?
I'm just checking the time.
We're on 40 minutes.
Ooh.
Last week's was an hour and 10 minutes, so I'm hoping not to run too long. I'm trying to shorten these down a bit, because when it comes back to people viewing, People, it becomes a bit monotonous when you go over such a long time. So I'm not going to go on for too much longer. So I'm just going to go over to chat, see who's over here. We've got Irene forward, which I think Paddy. That's right, Paddy Owen.
Yeah.
Beaton Hugh Junction, very welcome. Graham Alex, welcome. Owens Model Railways, welcome to you also. Alna Hurdy, just Central. Yeah, I like that. Now, I've only recently learned how to actually pronounce that, but I've been following your series, and you've been doing a lot about bus wiring at the moment. Really good ideas. I've actually incorporated some of your ideas. So, do you know what? Let's go over to Alna Hurdy Central. Now, everybody needs to get over to Alna Hurdy, but before I do, I'm just going to refresh Geoff. He was on 163. What's he on now?
Oh.
175.
Oh,
go on up there. Keep them going. Keep them going. Let's go over to Alna Hurdy Central now, guys. Now, this is another in-house layout that's been... just bring up the About section. As he's in chat, I'll let him also talk about his layout with you guys also in chat. But he's got his own Facebook page as well, which is in the description and link there for you to join and to also follow it there instead of also via YouTube. In his description, a modern era double O gauge digital command control. Say that when you've had a few. Model railway layout. A continuous ring on 2 levels with room for expansion. Always like that word, room for expansion on a model railway, because that means you never got
he's
nothing to
ahead.
do.
He's forward planning.
Yeah. Relatively newcomer to the hobby. I don't think so personally, because his information, advice, and his knowledge is brilliant already. As a child, he a relative newcomer to the hobby, having train sets as a child. I now want to build a layout which is a model railway rather than a train set. Well, yeah, if you say that word to us, it's like, see you down the road. No, we don't build train sets here. We build model railways, because that's what we are. We're modelling life as it would be on the railways. So enjoy my channel, he says. Please like and subscribe. So that is exactly what we're asking you to do right now. He's on 466 subs right now. Now, wouldn't it be absolutely superb if we get him up to his 500?
Ooh, 500.
So what's that? He needs 34.
34. And
34, and we've currently got 58.
58 watchers.
58 watchers. So come on, if you have not already gone to Alna Hurdy Central, please get on there. I'm sure he's already in the chat. So just click on his name in the chat if you don't know the channel already, and click on the link that says View Channel, Alna Hurdy Central. Now, whereabouts is the name come from? Is it a Welsh name? Is it, if it is Welsh, is it northern, mid, or south? I'm just looking over in chat. In fact, it might help if I actually scroll upwards, because I'm behind on the chat.
So he's currently at the moment trying to figure my head around fitting an electro 40 point.
Electro frog point is
frog, yes. Typo.
That's blame predictive texting on that. Yes, so Alna Hurdy Central. It's a mixture of all my family's names put together. Well, it's very well sounding, really. I really do like it. It's a really good name. Now, please tell us, what's the actual size of the layout? Because I know you're kind of like doing it in several sections. I know I do like your swing bridge section that you're doing for getting in and out. That's quite unique, that is. He's just commenting there. I'm also Welsh from North Wales. Not far from us then, because we're only a few minutes away from the North Wales border. So it'd be great maybe to meet up one day, to meet and greet the old Alna Hurdy Central, or the old new and the old Barnabas Junction. All right, DJ is in South Wales, so it's a hello from the north to the south, to the south to the north.
Well, I know there always is friction between the North Wales and South Wales. Well, I don't know what it is, but it's just Wales. Well,
it is a bit of a topical information for all of you guys that we obviously know Wales is a country on its own.
Yeah.
Right. Did you know that North Wales and South Wales are 2 different languages?
Yes, I believe there is 2. And believe it or not, a majority of them don't even speak Welsh.
They do a lot now.
I noticed it has come a lot stronger now.
I'm not going to attempt any right now because it's very poor, but I am learning Welsh myself. My surname is Griffiths, which is a Welsh name, and I do have roots, family roots back to the Welsh, North Wales actually. So I am partial Welsh myself. So yeah, I am learning. The wife is much better at learning languages, and I am learning Welsh. But North Welsh, I'd say I'm learning.
The only thing I know, obviously, I don't know the station name, but Llandudno is not Llandudno, it's Llandudno.
Llandudno.
Yeah, the two L's are like a C.
That's right. Yeah, the L is. It's where you rattle the tongue.
Yes, but it's. I don't know. It's quite weird. It's. What we got in here?
Michael Henfrey. No, I am not going to attempt it.
No.
I say Llandilia go. That's all I know.
You'll end up like Max Headroom.
Oh, yeah, that's actually the long Welsh railway station is not that far away from me actually. I can be there in about 40 minutes.
Alda Hurdy has replied saying it is 13 by 18 foot his layout size.
That's bigger than your room then.
Well, what's New Junction? New Junction's big.
I don't know.
New Junction, what's your size? No
layout
size.
My loft here. Now it is sloped, so I'm limited on the roof above the layout. It's approximately, it's almost full square. It's about last 13.5 foot by 14 foot. This is roughly, without getting the tape measure out. So that's very close to being a lot, just a few feet bigger than this. So, and this is quite large.
Is his bigger? Is it smaller? Cause
17 by 11. Right, so he's got the length of loft.
He's got the length and not the width.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Mine's 10 by 11.
Yeah, but you've got the alcoves in yours.
Yeah, that's measuring the alcoves.
Oh, is that including the alcoves? Right,
the alcoves,
right.
Yeah.
So where your bridge is, it's a little bit narrower. So, some Welsh. I see your channel picture is of the DVT, River Train Wales, and I have seen you're showing it off on your videos, and that's something I'm looking at possibly acquiring very soon. The WAG train, as many people would call it, including myself. Some people might not know what that is, but that's the special Arriva Train Wales service that operates, and it does regularly come into our town here at Crewe. So, go on.
Going through the chat, obviously everybody's discussing sizes now. I've just looked at GWR Hereford. Mine was 23 foot by 14 foot.
Yeah.
That, wow.
It's like a garage, roof, open roof section, like room above in a garage sort of thing that he got. When I first came across his layout, he's since gone, because he's preparing to move home. That layout was phenomenal in size. You could really the availability of space that he got, you could really create a full-size replica of a UK station, which I know it's DWR Hereford, but I think he's focusing on somewhere closer to London on his layout, because obviously Hereford's not GWR.
Yeah.
Hereford's in South Wales. The GWR doesn't actually reach there. I think it's all by Arriva Train Wales, but he's obviously doing GWR, which is the almighty 800 livery, which fantastic train. It's all right, still has its faults, just like the Pendolino has its faults, but they've improved it. It is good. It's a good train. Someone's going to throw what's this about? Going to throw a spanner in the works and use meters about. That's from Owen's Model Railway. Oh right, meters. Right, yeah. Oh right, the GWR do serve South Wales. Right, I presume that's the Cardiff, because obviously they go under the Severn Tunnel. But do they go into the Hereford area? Because I think the Hereford's on the Newport to Shrewsbury section of the line. As many of you might not know, I'm originally a bus/coach driver, and I did a lot of rail replacement services, including the Crewe to Hereford line when it was shut about 10 years ago. I operated the rail replacement service between Crewe and Hereford, and it's a great picturesque journey, Craven Arms, Whitchurch, Shrewsbury, Craven Arms, Prees, Wem, Church Stretton, all along that line had to do it. So I thoroughly enjoyed that due to health things, and it's one of the reasons why I'm actually rocking, because I've got a really extremely bad back. That's one of the reasons why I had to give up the job. Unfortunately, I do wish I'd never had to, because it was one of the best jobs that I ever had. I thoroughly loved doing that, and it was a way of keeping the railway scene in my blood, really, because I was doing rail replacement. Yeah. One thing I really love doing. Yeah, so I would like to know if anyone's actually modelled any of that particular line, because it's really picturesque through the hills and mountains and through the plain countryside. I know from knowledge that riding on the train service is quite boring, because there's just countryside, there's nothing really to focus on, but it's a lovely ride and a lovely journey to travel on. I do want to do it at some point, so I may be heading to South Wales one day, and I will let you all know if I'm going to be down that way. Probably down to Newport, maybe even down to Cardiff.
We've had the spanner in the works.
Oh right, someone's thrown a spanner in the works with
Geoff
meters.
Redmond. His is 2.6 metres by 2.2 metres plus the wardrobe.
And Christian Roney, all the way from Norway, he's just thrown in there with his layout. Is 3 metres by 6 metres. I'm without going on with the old Google conversions, I'm not going to attempt it, because I'm not very good at me conversions. So 13.5 foot by 14 foot, whatever that is in metres, that's mine. I've just been asked, Beast and Rough, Huff Junction, asking me, where did I get my t-shirt made? I didn't actually get it made. It was a prize in a competition, and I don't know if the chap's still here. My very first competition I entered from one of the YouTube model rallying community with Dave Rains. I did mention him in the pilot episode last. So, and I'll just grab this. One of the prizes was this T-shirt being made, and this
little trophy.
My little trophy. I won a trophy. I've got a medal as well. It's just behind me. I'll grab it in a minute. It's just here, actually. Here we go. Got a medal as well, and it says, "Winner, winner, winner, chicken dinner." So yeah, I won the T-shirt and the trophy and the medal from Dave's training. So yeah, but I do know there are a lot of the YouTube layouts out there. People own layouts do have a lot of these, including Dave's himself. I know Sparky's got one, if he's still here.
He did comment before saying liking the T-shirt.
Yeah, he always does that. Because he always supports it when he's doing his videos. He does.
Alden Hurley says it could be a full-size trophy just due to the Giants.
Well, tell you what, here, look, now it's a full-size trophy. Look at that.
It's getting heavy.
Oh, look at the size of that trophy. Huge.
Massive.
It's like the FA Cup, isn't it?
I don't follow football.
No, I don't really. Not that much, just a little bit. But yes, so there we go. That's just a bit of story about T-shirt. Do you know, I get that asked a lot about this T-shirt.
I get sick of seeing it.
You get sick of seeing it? You want one yourself?
I'm getting my own made with the new group.
Right.
Watch the space.
Right. Anyway, so that's about going to be it now for these channels this week. We've now been going for in excess of 56 minutes, and I'm trying to keep this round to the 1 hour mark.
Let's see if Alden Hurley's hit the 500.
Shall we have a look?
Drum roll.
Oh no, I've just clicked the wrong button now.
Oh no.
All right, here we are. We're refreshing back. Oh, he has gone up. He's on 476. He just needs another 24, so he's gained 10.
Yeah, so he's gained a few. Let's have a look on here. Good news, Tony Docks is now moving in traffic.
Oh. Let's hope he has a safe drive home. Well, I can't apologise for the traffic because it's nothing to do with me, but hope you have a lovely safe drive home.
We've also got on here, small local guy asked, Barnabas, did I see you at the Ellesmere Port model railway show last year? Don't think.
Ellesmere Port, no,
No,
I've not.
no.
I've not been that one, I'm afraid. I am going to one though this weekend, and it'll be on Saturday probably. I'm going to the Macclesfield one, Macclesfield Model Railway Society exhibition at Titherington High School. Fortunately, I'll be on my own.
I'll be working.
He's working. I would have gone Sunday, but it fell on Mothering Sunday weekend, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to make it Sunday. So I'll be there on Saturday. I do know there's quite a few that are going to be there, so if any one of you are going there as well,
Just look for the t-shirt.
I will have my t-shirt on, but due to weather, I'll probably have the coat on as well, but I might take it off while I'm in there.
Also, people are mentioning about the toy fair at Crewe.
Yes, this weekend also
Yes.
there is a toy and train collectors fair. I might just bob in and visit that either on the way to Mac or on the way back. Or I'll do. I'm going to try and fit them both in, but mainly I'm heading towards Macclesfields. Yes, that's another one that's taking place. Basingstoke's Model Railway Show is also on this weekend, and there is a YouTube meet actually. I know Susanna of Ringwood South, Pennyhill, Cheeky Tech. I can't remember the others are. They're also going all down to Basingstoke's. So that's another big YouTube meet. So all these exhibitions are being used for meets.
Yes. Also, as well, people that are coming to Crewe the weekend and are lovers of the APT, the power cars arrived.
Yes, the second power car has returned, so that'll be on display actually this weekend. The centre isn't officially opened for full season yet, but during the special events they do open all facilities for people to see. So that whatever it is to get into the model railway event gives you the ability to have a look around the entire site as well, free of charge.
Yes, and you won't miss it because it's not been painted yet. It's still green, so you'll just see this green.
Yeah, it's like a primer green
yeah.
in it. But apparently that will be fully restored and open to the public by the time it comes to the 30-year anniversary of its preservation, which I think
A lot of work going
end of
on.
July, which
Yes.
is roughly I think it's the same weekend as the DRS Open Day here in Crewe as well.
Oh, we know where you're going.
You wouldn't think I don't.
We're both going.
What gives you an idea like the DRS?
He doesn't. It's EWS really. Just take little covers off.
Yeah, it's EWS.
Yes.
In blue.
Yeah, it's screen trickery. When you see it on the screen, it's DRS, but when you see it in the flesh, it's EWS.
Rocco. So I'm just scrolling back now. See who's going to be at the shows.
Strathfield Junction says.
Strathfifer Junction. I think I'm pronouncing
yeah.
that right. He's
I've
8 subscribers off 400. I know I've not actually included this yet, but he will be. I'll go in detail on his channel. So let's see if we can just get him to 400. I'm just going to refresh Alnahurdy's right now, actually.
And also, he's put, I've never still seen the APT in real life. One day, he says.
Right, well, if you've not seen it in real life, if you go on to my previous videos, you'll see I did a 30th anniversary of the Crewe Heritage Centre video. It's a montage of photographs and videos that I took there. That's a great video. I think I posted that. No, I didn't actually. It was the Macclesfield video. I might repost it out very soon. So you might be interested in if you want to see the APT in all its glory after its what was there, the restoration of that last year. Brian Porter, who's in charge of its restoration, is doing an absolutely superb job. And I've been talking to him recently, and he's so excited about this power car that's now come all. It's been brought back from Coventry, the National Railway Museum. That's where it was stored.
Also, as well, a bit of information. I don't know if you know about this, but I don't know. Apparently, Newcastle Central said there's an APT at the National Rail Museum in Shilton.
That's the APTE.
APT, that's the one after the APT.
No,
the one before.
that's the prototype, or the APTP, the prototype, the grey one with the yellow full glass front.
Ah, right.
Yeah, that's the APTP, I think, or E. I never quite get it right, but that's the prototype one.
Just going through the chat.
Nottingham Model Railway Fair, it's on 17th of 18th of March. Owens Model Railways asking if you can get to 50 subs. Please, give him some subs. I know I'm just throwing up some out here. I'm not really focusing on some of them because I don't want to put too many out in detail because I want to keep plenty for the shows. Talking of the show, with the series, what I'm hoping to do is it won't be a continuous series forever, and I'll do a series as it's a series. This is series 1, episode 1 actually. So I'll readdress the title afterwards. I'm hoping to do possibly about 6, maybe 10 episodes per series. Then I'll do a break, and then we'll come back later on because obviously you've got to give time for channels to be generated and grow, just to get a bit of and give me something basically to talk about. Because at the end of the day, I might run out of channels.
Yeah.
If I do too many episodes.
The Model Railway group that obviously Jason mostly set up. People are actually joining that, reactivating their Facebooks to come onto the group. But then there's also some people coming on there that are actually not got YouTube channels yet. They're planning on doing YouTube channels. So obviously in the further line, like Jason says, in this different series, we'll have new YouTube channels that will be created.
That's quite right.
Because of the support we're giving out and helping everybody.
Yeah, I'm aware there is a lot of that have joined the group that said that. In fact, I've got a local chap to myself. He's not got a channel at the moment, and he's asked for some help and advice on how to set a channel up. So that's something I'm going to obviously do for him, because he's shown me some photographs of his layout already, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's better than mine. And he desperately wants to get a YouTube channel all set up, and he's asked me for the information and advice on that. So yeah, there's always channels that are going to spring out, so we're going to be giving them some recognition when they do get developed.
And also, as well, as part of this group, there's a fantastic thing that's been built, come together. I think New Junction's mentioned it now on the comments.
Yes, I was going to come to that.
I was linking you in. Linking you in.
He was building me up. Getting the drum roll going. Yeah, well, as we mentioned at the beginning of this video, we've got this new community group, the Model Railway YouTube community group on Facebook. There's a number of us that are admins and have developed the group together, and with very, very absolutely brilliant idea, Dave Jones of Cottesmore TMD came up with the idea of Joe initially.
Dudley Central.
Dudley Central. Joe of Dudley Central had an initial idea, and Dave took him on with the idea to develop an actual map of all YouTube channels around currently the UK. Now, to be on that map, you need to be in the group to get and ask Dave for him to develop it and put your channel on the map. I know it's currently on version 3.7, which is free to download from the group itself, and I'll put a link also to that map so you can download it at your will and do whatever you wish with it. Use it on your channel, put it on your pictures, put it in your profile pictures, your cover photos on your Facebook page, on your channels and your pages and that, whatever. It's a free download. I think it's version 3.7 now. If Dave, in fact, here he is. He's in chat. I've just seen him bob up. There's a post on there. Join the group and ask some big news coming tomorrow, though, apparently about it. So if you want a free copy of it, currently on 3.7, join the group and just click on the image that he's currently got there, and just click download. It's free for you to grab. I'll put a link also to in the description after I've done this and edited the live stream, so you can grab yourself a copy also. So yeah, it's a free download, but there will be some big news regarding it tomorrow, as Dave has just said over in the chat. Who's that just saying? Who's modelling Scottish region? There's quite a lot actually, and if you look, if you go into the chat, if you look, you'll see on that map who's modelling Scottish regions.
Yes.
Now I know AY76, which is Jan, he's up Scotland doing Kilbrec. We know Dean Park's doing, which is a copy of Waverley at Edinburgh. New Junction is kind of Newcastle way, not quite Scotland. You've got Newcastle Central. That's it. Dave Class 47, aka Dean Park. Thank you very much for that. Morrison Central. There is the map actually shows. Now it's not a location of the person that owns the layout. It's a map of your fictitious location that your layout is based on, or the real location your layout is based on. It's a bit like the underground maps around London, but it's Dave. What's it based on? You did tell. I can't remember now. Please put in the chat so so I know what it's a type of map, like the YouTube situation. But it's brilliant. It goes from YouTube Central, and everybody's lines out to everybody's layouts, the locations of their layouts around the UK. You have got a. Let's see if this is version 3.7. We'll just see if we can get this to show to the camera. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just turn that down, and we'll see if I can get the camera to show it for you.
It's not really.
There we go. Network YouTube, and there you go. As it shows the map in all its glory right now. So if you want to get your layout involved on that map, get over to the community group, grab yourself a copy, and get in touch with Dave directly on there, or Dave Jones directly from here, and you can message him to be involved. Just going back to that map, can you just bring up map back up? I just want to see what are the northern stations on there. So we've got the Dean Park, we've got Hadley Moor Railway, Kilbrec and Iverdun, Newlands Central, which I know he's here in the chat. I've just seen him. Campella Road, which is north of the the West Coast Main Line. Those are the ones who are all East Coast Main Lines. So yeah, it's a highly fast developing map, and it's brilliant.
Took off.
So well done today for that. It's brilliant. I'm overwhelmed with how he's found the time to do it already, because I think he spent all Saturday when he first developed the idea, thanks to Joe of Dudley Central. How fast people came up. Please include me on the map. Please include me on the map. So that's another way of connecting model railways together. Network YouTube, and that's another way that this channel develops. So if you want to be on that map, get over to Facebook and join the group. Unfortunately, you will have to have a Facebook profile to join it. So when you do join the group, if you've got a YouTube channel, get your link to your YouTube channel, post it into the pinned post on the top, so you can all then get another way of getting the subscribers up and get people noticing your channel. Right.
Dave has mentioned it's based on Harry Beck's underground map.
That's it, the Harry Beck's underground map. That's how he's developed it and it's based on. Thank you very much, Dave, for just sorting that out for me. Just looking at the chat myself. Yeah. Andy Ashton, thank you. Hello.
Also, Tony Doc said he's home safe and sound. He's home now. So
thank you very much. So
at least we helped him through that.
Yeah, I'm glad he had a safe journey.
Yeah.
And, please don't use your mobile phones while driving.
No, it's not safe. Plus, it's now they're changing laws now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Anyone use any mobile app devices or anything like that?
Yes, it is changing again.
All changing.
Right, so that's about it for this week. I said I wanted to try and keep these quite short, but we're back at 171 minutes, so that's an hour and 11 now, and it was an hour and 13 last week. So thanks very much for everybody for joining us. Thank you very much for the super chat as well. Very much appreciated. I will try my best to get as many messages, comments, subscriptions returned as well to myself. And if anybody out there wants to have their channel mentioned, please get in touch with me either via the social media sites or, which I don't particularly like, the YouTube inboxing messaging service. Also, anybody that's at Macclesfield, just like Crawford say, I'll see you on Saturday, hopefully. I'm not sure the time I'll be arriving, probably at lunchtime. I'll see you there. I hope you've been all enjoyed this week's show, and again, that's about it. Thanks to Stuart for joining me. I hope you enjoyed your brew.
Yes, get a bit parched now. I think you might have to make another one.
Yeah.
And don't forget, subscribe to Valley Brook.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't come here just on a free basis. But yes, head over to Valley Brook. Like it's a bit quiet at the moment due to DCCing. It's a very, very long process. I wish I didn't start it, but hey ho, modern image, modern things, everything's there.
You got lots of droppers to fit, haven't you?
Yes, I just keep putting it off, but I can't. I've got to do it. But I packed everything away, so nothing's there. Yeah. So I would like to say, enjoy yourselves at Macclesfield at Crew. I won't be there, unfortunately. I'll be working. And a big shout out to DJ. No, we're not Laurel and Hardy. We are Ant and Deck. So yes, the Ant and Deck on Model Railway apparently. We have been coupled up. Get those buttery biscuit baseboards out. Thanks again, gents from Penny Hill. Cheerio, both. We're getting. Thanks for live. Everybody, no need to thank us. We do this. Well, Jason mostly does it, but it's good when we're together because we have the banter, we have the laughs, and you enjoy. Trust me, we were planning this. I was messaging going, I'm going to pop up, I'm going to go boom, or something like that. Or we're going to broadcast from Valley Brook. I'll be in the background doing some wiring, and I go, what's he doing here? Like, because we've got to script it, so we never give anything out. So look in the future, we could do other things. Could be
you never know.
We never know.
You never know where I'll be on a Tuesday. No. I'll do my best to always ensure that I can do these shows. There is the opportunity. Sorry, there is the chance that it may end up getting missed out one week. But if I do, I will let you all know. I will do alerts like I have done today for the first time of the show, which is going to be coming up later on in the day, so no one will miss it. Thank you to everybody.
I've just had an idea. It might not work, but maybe end of series. You know, like the real answer that do end of the show. Maybe your end series can be broadcast from one of your layouts.
That's not a bad idea.
Thinking. Me and him come to your layout to do YouTube Tuesday.
YouTube Tuesday on tour. The YouTube Tuesday tour.
It'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? It'd be quite funny, to be honest. It'd be quite open because we're opening out. See, we could do a one-off special. I think it'd be too much because I'm assuming to do different ones. But I think it'll be a good idea for the end of this series.
Lads on tour. Max and Paddy on tour.
But end of the series, we could be broadcasting live from your layout.
Yeah, maybe the last in the series. Each series, because I will continue with series. We'll just have a break. We can finish off with broadcasting it live from a layout.
A layout. Disclaimer: UK modelers only.
Yeah, unless they're willing to pay the airfare.
We're coming to Seattle.
Yeah, so Newcastle Central. If you want us to come and visit yours and do the last episode from yours, then please feel free to forward me your the air fees, the tickets with the post. I'll let you know on my address so you can send.
Or if Sparky wants us to go over there, you can bribe him with an Esso tanker if he pays the fight fees. But yes.
Anyway, right, that's it. Gonna have to end it right now because it's really, really getting on now. And so thanks from him, and thanks to thanks to him.
Valley Brook.
Come on, and say
thank you to Barnum's Junction. Obviously, without this, be honest, without all this, it wouldn't be possible.
And
but the new social media, back in the day, we'd we'd actually do YouTube Tuesday through train, sending notes. But the social media is big, and obviously we made basically Jason. We have a group. We had a group chat, but then we were posting, talking things, and then Jason came and said, "What if we convert the chat into a group?" And then we came up with a few names, Jason, and he goes, "Who fancies coming in?" And we all just went, "Yeah, no worries." So some of them are administration, some of us are moderators. So obviously some have more control of others. But obviously it's good. There must be about 6 or 7 of us out there.
6, I think.
6 of us that moderate the group. So obviously we can't just have one person doing there. But then we put everything in there. Obviously Dave Jones has done the map.
Morrison Central, just so you know before we do shoot off, yes, this is hopefully going to be a weekly thing. It'll only be a number of weeks per series, though.
Yes.
Looking at between 6 and 10, I'm not exactly sure. I don't want to run out of channels to talk about, you see.
Yeah, and that's it. But like I say, if you're not part of the Model Railway group, obviously we've got all the links and everything. We can put you in there. Everything is in there. People putting up updates. People repeat. The amount of mentions that have been getting on new layout updates.
Yes.
Alda Hurdy, is it
Fernal.
AY?
Yeah. Oh crikey, I can't remember all off the top of it. There's loads of them.
We just seen the
Alda Hurdy
map
did it
popping,
yesterday. Yeah. Obviously, they're using that map on their mentions and stuff, and also on the beginning of their trailers for their channels. I know AY76. I know he's on his member of the Model Railway community group. YouTube community group.
Yep.
On the beginning of his videos.
He's getting very warm up here now.
Yes, we've got a lovely heater on up here, don't we?
Yes.
Told you it gets warm up here.
Like I say, we're going to have to go now because we're getting part.
I'm getting a bit of a dry throat.
Yes. Have you not noticed they're coughing through the live stream?
That's the dry heat from the lovely heater.
Hey, if Cheeky Tex gets a stash load of bourbons, maybe we can come to him on the last one.
Bourbons.
Biscuits.
Yes. Right, we're going to have to go now.
Anyway.
Getting on. Thank you very much for everyone. I'm going to leave you with a bit of music to take you out. I will hopefully see you next week. Don't know where from. Maybe I'll have someone with me again next week. Maybe we'll just have to wait and see. Remember, get in touch with me via social media outlets or via this YouTube messaging service if you wish to have your channel mentioned during this show. I will do my best. I will say, though, that the list is very big. Unfortunately, I forgot to bring it to me to the show. I wasn't 100% prepared, about 99%. So I've probably mentioned some channels I wasn't going to mention, but I've done others. So if you'd like to be mentioned, please get in touch with me. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you next week. Thanks to everyone from me, and thanks everyone
from Valleybrook. Bye-bye. Can I have that £50 now for paying me to visit? Oh, you're still live. I'm sorry.
hang on a minute. Hang on. I couldn't go. There's apologies for that. Stuart just made a bit of a mess up.
No.
Silly.
It's supposed to be £5, not £50.
Yes.
Oh, damn, sorry.
Fool.
Anyone still here? Oh, yes, there's still a few people.
Anyway,
yeah. This is behind the scenes.
Just
everything's off now, yeah.
Yeah, great. Thomas, yeah, we're back.
Yeah. Still empty. He's lying.
Nah. No, we're going to go and... Yes.
What do you mean?
Everyone's coming back.
Oh,
yeah, just a few technical problems there with the ending music. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yes, just having a laugh in the background, just that you guys, just saying, yeah, we just had a bit of a joke there, but yeah, checks in the post.
Yes, checks in the post.
That's it. Yeah, again, thank you everybody. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Even Fred's still here, just talking about his prize that he had off you. So yeah, we are officially now going to go and put that kettle on.
I've had since we mentioned about our special 10th, I've had a few inboxes and messages, people bribing me or us to go to their layout for the probably special.
Already,
yes. But it's going to be big.
That's what the £50 was.
Oh, yes.
It was for the travel
cost. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Right, we are going to go now. Thank you everybody. Again for joining us. I shall see you next Tuesday, which will be just bring the calendar up, which will be the 13th. Oh, the heater's on full blast.
Should I give you the entry fee for Body Bus now? Anyway.
Right, okay, see you again
See you
very soon. Thanks for watching it.